They'll be on.
In a second.
They're already there. You just don't see them.
Right. I don't see them. Michelle cannot believe that this is happening. Okay. No one's on either one yet. We're going to give you guys a few seconds. We have a special guest.
Boy, is he special.
Oh my God, we have a thumbs up already. I don't know who did, but for those of you who are just tuning in, give me a thumbs up, first of all, and write down, type in where you're tuning in from, and if this is your first time. This is an epic night. This might be the last time this ever happens, and I don't know how long this is going to happen for, so if you don't tune in like now. Hello, Missy. How are you? And those of you on Facebook, I'm telling you, please watch this over here. Hey, Kevin, how are you? Kevin's on.
Ah, very good.
Kevin, go over to YouTube.
Jack's here.
Kevin is pouring a drink. Okay, I can't.
Have a drink for me too, Kev.
This is great. This is so great. Facebook people, I'm just going to remind you that you can totally stay tuning in through Facebook. That's totally fine. But it's a we now.
I'm not upstairs, so I can't send you the link, but I'm happy to go up right now.
I'll go take care of that. Okay. They're going to be fine without the links. And so, yeah, we're noticing Facebook, but we're only addressing questions to everybody who tunes in through YouTube. So make sure you subscribed to YouTube so that you get your updates when we're on. So obviously, I'm just reading your comments. Hello from the Bronx, from Jack.
Hello, Jack.
Aw.
We already said hello to Jack.
You did. I didn't so much. My son is tuning in. This is good. So, guys, first of all,
I've already been told to be on best behavior. I'm not allowed to burp.
No. Other things.
I'm not allowed to have other things.
Bodily functions. I told him there's a mic here and it will pick up all sounds. So even if he thinks it's not getting picked up, you guys are hearing. So all your tribe is tuning in. My tribe, your tribe, our tribe is tuning in. I just can't tell you how hilarious this is. I can't even tell you because so let me just a backstory. Backstory. Everyone who doesn't know, this is Greg. This is GK, the love of my life, the sweet, the other yin to my yang.
A lot of bullshit going on already.
So let me tell you, every time on Monday night before we start, he's like very technical and everything has to be working right. And, and I have to like do my hair, put makeup on, and you might be like, really? Put makeup on? Yeah, I do. And I go through this whole process. And then I get really nervous before I go on YouTube, and I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk because I want to focus. And I feel a little nervous, even though I've done this a long time. I'm comfortable in this environment.
Kim's laughing. I'm crying. You just can't see the tears yet.
You guys should probably invite your spouses and significant others to join us as well, because this is going to be basically a reflection of everyone else's relationship. But before we get there, here's what was so hilarious about tonight was that normally he's like, what about this and what about that? And I can't focus because I'm getting a little nervous because I have to like talk and have a coherent thought, and I know people are watching me. So this guy, who's always so like technical bossy, right before we started, was straight as a board, sitting with his hands neatly folded in his lap, like not breathing. And I was like, oh my God, you're actually really nervous about this. See, Jack even sees it. He's nervous.
Not like you, Jack.
So I really find
Jack eats this stuff up.
Jack is great. Jack is, yeah.
Yeah, this isn't my thing. I'd rather be upstairs pushing the plugs.
Why?
That's a lot easier.
Yeah. Greg doesn't want to have emotions. And so this is fantastic. Yes, Cindy said every hair is in place. Good. I'm glad some of your spouses are tuning in. And tonight, I don't even know what brought this on. Do you?
It wasn't me.
It was the universe. You needed to be uncovered. This is fantastic. I'm sorry. I'm enjoying. Everybody knows I love you. You're wonderful. Whatever. But I'm finding it really funny to see you so uncomfortable.
Oh, Dave's here. Hello, Dave.
David, this is fantastic. So tonight, before we go into like intuitive stuff, because
Not a chance, Kim.
so what did she say? Yes, you do. So before we go into intuitive questions and whatever, tonight is a we night. You can ask us anything.
Any other guys that are here, you know that's BS. We means them.
Right. But that means, well, we are going to be answering the questions that I decide we want to answer.
Yes.
Right.
So when I start to talk the wrong way, I'll get pinched or kicked or stepped on.
You won't be pinched. I'll just blatantly say, "Oh my God, what the fuck?"
No.
You know that.
I'm not allowed to curse.
I do every week. So please, Facebook people, jump over here because I really want I know he keeps changing the subject, Kim. You're right. So I'm really excited. Let me just introduce. I'm excited. I'm just excited in my whole being that you're here with me tonight.
Me too.
This is freaking great. Oh my God. See, people are tuning in with their husbands. See, now their husbands.
Well, listen. The only thing I have to say is we're simple. Mm-hmm. We're easy. And that's it. If you girls would just relax a little bit and let us guys just be simple, life would be so much easier.
Yes, this is the perfect way to start the night.
Right, James?
Ladies, we know you're simple. That's what makes us fucking pissed. We'd like to talk about the difference between men and women. And the difference is men are so simple that they don't think about much at all. Oh, Michelle's tuning in. Michelle, you know the Michelle.
Oh,
so, Michelle. You see that first question we have?
I don't know. I'm pretty shy. It was probably her. I'm sure it was you.
I'm going to throw up now. We have a question. Sharon, of course it's you. Our first question is, without going into gory details, the first question is, who initiated the first kiss and where did it happen? Do you want to tell us?
Like I said, men are simple. I'm supposed to remember these things?
You remember. He's so full of shit right now. You know you remember.
Yeah.
Can I answer that? You're getting so hot.
Yeah, you can answer it. I'm not sure I'll get in trouble.
Real quick, you do know, right? Our first...
Possibly.
What? Gregory, cough. Do you know? You know.
Anybody have
There's
an
a
answer?
story. There's a story here. I'm not telling the full story. But Greg is a little bit on the shy side. And we were talking a lot. By
a little, she means a lot.
We were talking a lot. And I was starting to get aggravated. We were talking so much. And I was like, all right.
Shut up, Greg.
Can we just... Yeah, so I did. Let's just say I kind of initiated the first...
Thank you, Dave.
Everything. And see, Dave knows the story. And where was it? Oh, God, it was in my office. Oh, the couch that all of you sat on for a session that's not there anymore because we got a new one.
Raped him.
No, I didn't.
That's what David said.
David said I rapped him. So we need some spell check.
It was just in my head.
We need a spell check.
Because I think she did rape me. I don't remember, but.
No. Yeah. No. So, hold on. I'm looking back. Hold on. Look, I like these questions. So that was our first kiss. I drink lots of water
when I'm nervous. I'm going to need more.
He's going to pee his pants. That was an intense first question. I wasn't ready for that.
What? Dave's here to answer for
us. David. Thank God David's here. David's the other love of my life, Greg. He's the other love of my life. So how does the Mr. handle the Mrs.? That's me. How do you handle my gift? Go ahead, Greg. Talk about how amazing my gift is. I'll wait.
Wait a while. I don't think it's a gift. Is it?
What do you think it is? Do I use the gift at home? He's so upset. He hates this right now. You guys will love it. I'm sorry. Focus. I don't talk about my gift at home. My gift. I never call it my gift either. Yeah.
I just like more the part of when you're helping the people, or the best is the nonverbal autistic or something.
Hmm. What do you mean about that? Explain a little bit more.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Jesus
pretend I'm Kelly
Christmas.
Ripa right now. I'm Kelly Ripa. You're Ryan Seacrest. It's his first day. He's a little nervous. It's okay. And go.
Next question.
So, yeah,
I'll have more water.
he's pretty amazed by it. He isn't off me often, and he just his. I have to pick his jaw up a lot from being like, "Whoa, wow." So yeah, that's how that goes. Oh, let's see. What other
Where
questions?
did you start?
Right here. See how behind I get now? Now you can see it's different.
It's
Yeah.
a lot easier for me to read it.
Yeah, it's hard down here. Dave knew I started it. Did we set your actual wedding date? We are
Jack's
not
leaving.
giving any information on that, or at least I'm not. Yes, James is saying that you're totally different off camera. This is true. Sharon said, Greg, tell me a story. Pretend I'm a child. So this is a way for you to think we're just talking a bunch of children. That'll help. Jack is going to throw up. So that's good. He's leaving. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God, David. I'm not repeating that. Okay. Pam, you met Pam.
Yes.
She's saying, what's worse, being live? Oh, being live or taking the rooster? We have chickens.
Pam, I am not taking the rooster. It would be dead. Quick.
Yeah.
I think that's what Pam wants.
Yeah, probably. Well, we're not taking the rooster because if we have anything that goes cockadoodle anything in the morning at like 4 a.m., nope. You're not going to kill it. I'll kill it. I'll be pissed. So no roosters. It's bad enough we have chickens.
My chicks are doing fine.
I always say that men who are like having a middle-age crisis usually get a new chick and maybe a speedy car. He got 7 chicks, as in chickens. And I think I might have preferred to have gotten a fast car and a chick. But anyway, James wants to know boxers or briefs.
Boxer briefs.
You're right. Oh, you meant for him. No, I was kidding. Oh, so funny. Oh, Cindy's visualizing our first kiss. That's wonderful.
Oh, the landscape lighting.
Yes, we're avoiding that question, Dawn, for sure.
Well, we don't know how the computer works, but we do have a picture of it.
Yes, let me see if I could show you the landscape lighting. I will say, this is why I kind of like you sometimes. So,
wait,
we can't get it on there, but I could show it this way. I'm going to show you a picture of the front of our house that, I don't know, just pull it down. There we go. Don't touch anything because stuff can go down real fast. I don't know. We have a lot of buttons and stuff here. People don't understand how tricky it is for me. For those of you just tuning in, this is GK. He's very uncomfortable. I'm trying to bring warmth and loving energy in here. It'll happen in a few minutes. But I'm going to show you a picture of our house that we put landscape. We didn't. Greg did. Landscape lighting. Can you see that? On the house. So now the house is lit up at night, and I'm just so excited about it. Because many years ago, I did a vision board, and the house was very similar to that. And I do appreciate you for that. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Good times. You know what I'm feeling?
Jack, who's your favorite child out of the 5?
Well, who's your favorite?
Can't answer that. They're all great.
Oh, look at this one.
That would be also at the center.
Nope.
No?
No. How did we meet? Where did we meet? Not how. That's better. Where did we meet?
It wasn't at the center. I think it was.
No, I don't remember this, but I met you at your house, but I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either.
Yeah.
But I think
We have a very unique, bizarre story that if we actually told it, no one would believe it. Actually, Dawn Foodcheck was there, so I have witnesses. Lisa was there. David was there. So, like, we have witnesses to actually describe the whole story. Where I'm not getting into that right now. It's not whatever. It's that the universe wanted our yin to the yang to match and meet, and so that it did. It sure did in a very big, crazy way. Let's see. James is saying he has to teach 40 paint and sip people in drag. So you've got this. James, I wanted to go to that and I didn't sign up in time. So you're going to have to do that again because I've been wanting to go to paint and sip forever, but I just never do because I'm not really all that social. But you doing it, teaching it in drag, I'm going to that. I am so wanting to freaking go to that. So please do it again. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Oh, there's a Deborah Hannigan. I thought that was Deborah Hanlon, but it's Hannigan. Hello, Deborah Hannigan. That would be a trick. James says, get that man a drink. GK, you are not a shy guy. He's not shy, but he's a little verklempt right now. It's okay. It's gonna be all right. Okay, here's a good question from Christina. Facebook people, don't forget, if you tune in on YouTube, then you can type in a question for us. But if you are tuning in on Facebook, we're not watching those questions. So if you have a question or you want to make a comment, which I welcome all comments and questions, come to YouTube. So,
Dorothy, I do have a vision board. I can tell you this was not on it, but I do have one.
He does have a vision board. Yep. I'm a good influence. So here's a question. Have you ever done a reading for Greg and connected him with a loved one? And were you ever skeptical of my gift? Talk about the first time.
I went to one of her galleries up in Albany. It was like 350 people at the.
We won't say. I don't do it anymore there, so we won't
not
say.
Give them a plug.
Right.
And I wanted to see what it was all about, what she did, how she did it, because there had to be a way. So we helped her set up, and I knew who was there, who wasn't with the group, whatever. And,
meaning my like entourage.
And then I sat in the back at the bar with her ex-brother-in-law and drinking while she's starting to do readings. And some old man sitting right in the middle. And he did not want to be there. Like, I don't want to be there. And she kept reading and pointing to him, and no one was claiming it. I'm like saying, why does she keep going on? Like, this is getting old. And then all of a sudden she's like, are you sure it's not you? And points to the old man right there. And then finally his wife elbows him. And I just see the back of his shoulder start shrugging, and the guy just breaks down and starts crying. Okay, it's my freaking father. And I was like, what the hell just happened? But that was my first experience.
Because he thought I had audience plants. He really thought that. Mother. And he actually thought that. So he says that was the first time where he was like, wow, like, there's no way, because the man was not going to claim it. No. And then finally did, which is why I no longer allow men to come to my audiences. Because back then I was sweet and nice, and I was still kind of new at it.
Men are usually the better ones.
Explain that comment. I know what you're talking about, but we need to clean that one up.
No, men are usually the better readings at a gallery because they're the least likely to want one. They're only there because their wives made them go. And
or significant other.
Then all of a sudden you hit them with things that they were never expecting. And then they start crying in front of 50 to 350 women.
And I love every minute of it.
I bet you do.
I do.
Just like this.
Men are more, I was about to say men are more fun for me to do, but I won't say that. I don't say that. Men are more fun for me to read in that environment. And not to say that it's fun to make men cry, although it sometimes is. It's more that when they do have that skeptical nature.
You never finished the answer, though.
What?
Because a reading for me. No, you never really did a reading for me except for up at the one in
Club Helsinki.
Club Helsinki.
Yeah. Club Helsinki and Hudson. I'm going to be back there
Again,
in
I
November.
was sitting back at the bar.
Yeah. Jesus.
And my father came through. And I wasn't claiming it or anything, but then she had to say who it was. And he ratted me out for smoking the jewel that Jack gave me.
Yeah. Greg was sitting at the bar. Information was coming through. I knew it was for the back of the room. Totally not thinking it's Greg's family. It was his father. I'm on stage. I'm in the middle of a show. Certain people think there are plans at every show, every skeptic. So I'm always mindful of that, of people being like, oh, yeah, this is bullshit. And the more I'm saying stuff, the more it's starting to feel familiar with me. But when I'm doing readings, they will often show me things in my like frame of context, things that I know. So if for instance, if they're talking about a broken dishwasher, all of a sudden I will see our dishwasher and it's breaking. So I know, oh, it's a broken dishwasher. So in this case, I started to see there was a lot of information that came through, and then all of a sudden I started to see a framed newspaper article. And it happened to be the one that I got for you, actually. Your family sent to me, and then I had a newspaper article blown up about his father's and his family's German restaurant in Rockland many years ago. So we have this framed in our dining room. And I kept seeing that. But of course, I'm thinking like, oh, they must be trying to reference some sort of newspaper article that was framed in someone's house, possibly in their dining room. But as time is going on in the reading, I'm connecting like, oh my God, wait, this man had two brothers who passed. He was starting, I forget what else came through. But all of a sudden, my whole body like shut down because I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Like his father's coming out now. Like why? We have plenty of other times for me to hear Otto, and I never met him in physical form. And there was a reading, and I remember saying, I don't remember all of it.
Well, because you even said this is for Greg, so you were asking the guy that you were reading, if please tell me your name is Greg.
That's right.
And he said no, and she said, oh shit.
Like I eloquently say so often. And one of the things was, I said, what? Are you still smoking? Because Greg used to smoke and he quit. And that was the thing. His father was saying he doesn't like that he's smoking, but I didn't know he was smoking. So I was like, are you still smoking? Some psychic I am, right? And he was like, oh, just a jewel. And I was like, what jewel? He was like, the jewel Jack wanted us to buy, blah, blah, blah. So he got busted from the other side. It was epic.
Thanks, Pops.
That was the only time. I really don't ever like feel your dad around.
I'm shaking the table.
Oh, I thought you were saying you're shaking. I was like, oh my God, you're sharing with us your emotions and how you feel, where you're at. I was so excited. I started to shake. Okay, let's see. Oh my God. December. Oh, December. There's another paint and sip with James. James, reserve me a couple spots, maybe a couple hundred now that we have a lot of people listening.
Is it going to be around here in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, where is it, James? Taping it, posting on Facebook. Perfect. Sydney said she has a vision board and things coming true that she's in awe about. She'll share pictures with us in a couple weeks. That's awesome. Okay, good. Cindy already told them. Hey, Dorothy, how are you? You're on my mind a lot, Dorothy. A lot.
Nope.
Look what Mary Jane wrote. Mary Jane asked, does Greg have an unattached brother?
Nope. No. Only one, but he's already passed.
So he's not with anyone. He's not with anyone, but he's with everyone. No, but Greg does have, his siblings are much older than he is. His closest brother is how many years older? 25? 23, 24,
They
25?
were in Vietnam when I was born. So
that shit's old. I'm just kidding, Kenny. So yeah, his mom and dad got married, but his father was married before, so he had 3 sons, and then Greg's mom and Greg's dad only had one. Yeah, you were the prize. Oh God, James, why are you asking this? A man writes this. Greg, GK, what is your one pet peeve that Deb doesn't get? Like one pet peeve that I don't do, what do you mean?
You're asking me like I asked the question.
No, I know, but I'm wondering if you knew. I'm wondering if you know what he means. I'm not sure. Do you mean like one pet peeve?
I don't know, James. Rephrase that, will
Yeah.
you?
Tell S because I'm not sure either.
And don't get me in trouble.
We're going to go to the next question while James is
What's the
feverishly
next
typing.
big
What's the
project?
next project of our house?
You tell me.
Oh, that was a good answer.
The backyard. Finish the front yard, the grass.
The grass. We have a lot going on. That is one thing, I swear. I'm not going to beef you up or anything,
Of course.
but he never stops working on this house. And if I say like, "Oh, I'd really like this," instantly he's in like, "Let's go." He can literally do anything around the house. I'm totally amazed by that. Literally amazed. Like I can talk to dead people and I can like know what people are thinking and feeling except for you. And I think the fact that you can like build anything is amazing. Which brings me into a segment I'd like to call Tell Me What You Love About Me. You go first.
Next question, please.
Next project. Oh my God. Let's see. Carmela. Oh, Paul. Yes, I'm loving Carmela. Oh my God. Paul is referring to my energy transformation class. It is my deepest, biggest, most awesome class. I come home happy from this,
Yes.
right? I love teaching this class. This is all I want to do. I don't want to do individual readings like I normally do. I just want to do this class.
Were you happier on week 2 when you're torturing people?
I'm not torturing people. I'm really pulling and dredging stuff out from them. People are very emotional. Carmela is a part of it. It's such a great group, although all the groups have their own thing. I highly recommend, I'm telling you, people say, "Oh, it's ridiculous." People yell at us that we can't get 1 hour session. I say, "Oh my God, you can fight for a 1 hour session. Maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't." Or you can have like, what did we figure out? It was like over 45 hours of my time with you. 45 hours of me working with you intuitively, very, very deeply. It's not readings. I'm not talking about people on the other side.
It's more than that because it's 30 hours of classroom. Mm-hmm. You're answering them every day by email.
Yeah, it was like 60 hours. I think he figured it out. See, he does these things. He gets the details. Like, Debbie, this is 60 hours of your time. And I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And highly recommend everyone to look into it. I'm not teaching it until the end of February or March. I'm still deciding on dates. It's 6 weeks long. It's super intense. But I tell you, you're going to learn a lot. You're going to push a lot of crap out. You're going to learn about yourself. You're going to learn about your past, your present, and how to make a better future. So I love Carmela in the class, Paul. So tell her I said hello. James said to Marianne, he already asked us, but James was looking for if you had a gay brother. Because, yeah.
Nope.
Carolyn says, I guess there will be no flash mob dance for you at the wedding. Oh, no, we'll have them liquored up. We're going to have you drinking.
There's going to be a lot of that.
Oh, that's a good question while we're waiting for James, because I haven't seen it scroll up yet. Deb, did you know GK was going to be the one for you at your first meeting? Girl.
No. I'm an acquired taste.
Girl, no. No. In fact, many years ago I had do you remember this? A holiday party.
Yes, and we were fighting.
At the center.
Well, no. We
weren't like fighting, but we were having an intense debate on the roles of men and women.
Well, back to the woman's brain, man's brain.
How different they are.
Very different.
And all I kept thinking was, this guy is such an asshole. And I was really like, oh, God, he was really frustrating me. And then the universe threw this really stupid curveball at us. It seemed to work. Karma. I can't believe it. It is karma. It's our good karma.
Yes.
Yeah, for our negative karma, for sure.
We haven't had any of that.
See, Tiana was at Helsinki the night that your father came through. That is so cool. See, Paul, your wife won't allow you to come to class. Paul, you have to take the next session. You have to take the next one. I don't allow people to take class with anyone they know, certainly not relatives and not anyone we know. I had a relative once, and it worked fine, but I don't like that. So I don't let relatives take this class together. That's how intense and amazing it is. Oh, Jael, oh my God, did you get your books? Oh my God, I totally messed up on that. I'll tell you later. Okay. Oh, Maria. Hello, Maria. Maria's asking for 3 adjectives to describe one another. Can you be nice? Be
No,
nice. Be
don't.
nice.
This isn't a nice
This
show.
is fantastic. Go ahead, you first.
No.
Yes, it's my show. I'm asking.
I think we should.
I'm Kelly
right
Ripa. You're
along.
Ryan Seacrest. Kelly Rose's show.
Ryan Seacrest isn't as big as my foot.
So what happened? 3 adjectives to describe one another. Whatever comes to mind.
Next question.
No. We're stopping here all night. This is where nope. You can come up with 3 ways to describe me.
Next question.
Go ahead. I'm
no,
waiting.
I'm reading.
No, don't read. 3. No, I got the mouse. Don't worry.
I'm working on
3 adjectives to describe one another.
I don't like this question.
Why?
I don't know. You start.
I'll give one and then you give one.
Go ahead, dear. You've seen this anyway.
You scrolled out. You scrolled. See? 3 adjectives to describe one another. How about we say it at the exact same time? We'll do 1, 2, 3, and we'll say one together at the same time. Okay? You ready? You have one?
Rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, that kind of thing. 1. If you don't. Yeah. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Stubborn. Fucker.
I thought we were playing rock, paper, scissors.
Stubborn is 1. Go ahead.
Okay, stubborn. Just 1.
Okay. What's number 2?
I don't know, but there's more questions.
I'm gonna say no. We're not getting. I like this one. Don't touch the mouse. I'm gonna say very solid or grounding or like steady for you. Solid, grounded.
Very rocky, unstable,
Really?
and wonderful.
We're gonna. Wedding is off. That's so. Wait, another one. Go ahead now. I did 2 first. You do 1.
All right.
Remember, don't just real quick. These people like me. It doesn't behoove you to not say nice things.
I've always said nice things.
Unstable is not nice.
Well, I'm the stable one. All right.
Okay, and what's another one? You know what I love? I love the people that I know are watching that shouldn't
Love
be
to see me
watching,
squirm.
and no, that love to see both of us here together. 1 more adjective. God, if we were on a game show, we would have lost.
I lost.
We would have lost.
All right, move along.
1 more adjective.
Move along.
No, I don't think we should move along. See how hot it gets in here?
I'm actually comfortable. If I had the fan on, my toes would be cold.
Do you need some more time to think about a nice word?
Yeah, we'll come back to that.
Okay, well, you guys will hold him accountable for a nice word about me. Because apparently I do something right. But that's okay. Moving along. See, now we're going to get into a huge fight afterwards. I'm going to be like, what the Okay. Let's see. I still haven't seen James's question.
James is down here again.
He is. Oh, Jay. Hey, Jay. How are you?
I met Jay.
Yeah. He's saying, what's up, Greg?
Hey, Jay.
Oh, my God.
Is that James?
David says torture. Oh, my ETA class. I was tuning in. Oh, my God. I love it. Okay. What is one thing that bothers you that Deb doesn't get me? Doors left open, rooms with lights on. No one in the room.
This?
Right here. What is one thing that bothers you that Deb doesn't get? Oh. Me, doors like
her closet doors left open every day.
Yeah, that's
Half
sinful.
the time I got to turn off that light.
That's sinful.
Now I wonder where her kids got it from.
Satan. I'm Satan. It's horrible. What else? Nothing else bothers you about me? We're talking habits.
Yeah. Oh, the morning routine.
Okay, what's that?
Snooze.
Oh.
Just wake the hell up.
Nope.
Alarm goes off, get up, shower, get on with your day.
What?
You
That's
hit
crazy.
snooze 1,500 times and get a ticket on your way to work.
Whatever.
All right.
I do hit snooze 4 or 5 times in 15-minute increments. Yes. He goes like this. Snooze. Oh, bloop. 5:30. Time to get up. Time to make the donuts. Now time to feed the
I
chickens.
like to try to get up before the alarm goes off, so I don't have to hear it. You should try that.
Never. It'll never happen. I don't
Right.
like it. Anyone feel me? Everyone write in.
No.
Whether you're a
is
snoozer
dangerous.
or an early riser, like you get up either before your alarm or
I'm not really
right at your
sure what
alarm.
the study said, but recently they were doing studies on snooze. It's unhealthy.
I bet.
So,
a lot of my life
no
is
snooze.
unhealthy.
Get up and go fishing in the morning.
Right. Right. Nope. I like snooze. It's like a little tricky nap that makes me anxious. Chris says you could start a kitchen island business for sure.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is for sure. He did do that. Let's see. I've been thinking about refresher courses, actually. Sharon and Kathy and everyone who has taken ETA have been having this roll around in my mind. Oh my God, Chris, Paul and Carmelo were my neighbors. She's saying that's so crazy, such a small world. Deborah's a phenomenal teacher. Phenomenal. That was a word you were going to use for an adjective. That was good. Yeah. I felt that intuitively.
Awesome.
Let's see. David said stubborn works for both of us. David would know. Okay.
Not me, Dave.
Dawn said her son is asking to ask me if I go to people's houses to see if they have spirits living there, and is that a service you offer? No. And I actually highly and strongly disagree with the practice of mediums that do that, because I do not believe in negative and evil and energies. And what? Oh, I thought you were staring at me. I don't believe in negativity and evil energies and spirits. And then if mediums are going to say there's energy at the house, what's the point? Why do they have to do that? Is it for curiosity? That's fun too. But most times when people have asked me to come, it's because there's a negative energy in the house, or they feel something and they don't like it. And I always say it's your alcoholic husband who's miserable on the couch. That's the negative energy, right?
It could be the alcohol wife.
Or wife. Could be the fact they have kids. Yeah, that's like a lot of crazy energy. So my point is, I personally do not believe in mediums that go to your house, because everywhere on the planet absolutely has energy. There's no such thing as stuck spirits. That is all paranormal TV.
I mean, if they're going to your house to make you comfortable and prove to you that everything's okay, or try to, that's
I feel
okay.
I feel like it's unethical.
If they go there and scare you, that would be unethical.
Because some do. Yeah, some go and scare, and some go and say, oh, I told them to go, and now they're listening to me. Like, listen, I can have an ego, but I don't have that big of an ego where it's like, hey, guys, don't worry about this. I got this. I'm the Ghostbuster. I'll take care of your ghost for you. It's not how this works. I'm not that kind of medium. So there are mediums out there who absolutely do that. I think it's completely unethical. I don't believe in it. I am no more powerful than anyone else when it's talking about the energy realm. And just a visit to someone's house makes me feel like I'm like saying, oh, hang on. I feel like I need like that Ghostbuster pack and cytoplasm. So no, I don't do that, because I could also just sit right here and tell you, yes, there's energy at your house.
Kim says I'm sleeping with the chickens. That chicken coop ain't so bad, Kim. And wait until winter comes. They'll have heat and natural lighting. It'll be nice.
No. Let's see. I said behoove. Did I say the word behoove? Dave said I said behoove. It'll behoove you. Maybe I did. Can you say, I did say behoove. Jay says it too. Can you say behoove? I don't even remember saying it. Do you?
I don't remember a lot of things you said.
You can go now. You're free. Like, out of my life. You're good. Dave, are you drinking? No, he's not drinking. No, he probably is. I mean, my stalkers might be watching. Yep, that's who we're talking about. No, I'm not like a giggly teenager in love. Nope, that's not this type of giggly. This is more like I'm finding some sort of pleasure in Greg's discomfort.
See, somebody knows I'm in the hot seat.
So
poor GK.
Poor GK.
See that?
In the hot seat. Please. Total snoozer. Snooze. Total snoozer. Snooze. Snooze is the shit.
Jay.
Jay and I should have gotten married.
No,
I'm
but
telling
Jay,
you.
come
Jay
on.
is my oldest friend since second grade. And yeah, that's Jay is with me. Fist pound. David early. Snooze all the way. Snoozer. All my people are snoozer. Oh my God. Before or at alarm. Okay, Susan. Don't. This is Grace. She doesn't have to set an alarm. Always wake up early. I've never known that. Hit snooze every day. Cool. Yep. Uh, Snooze, baby. Now I get up and say it's 5:30 yet. Paul is saying his wife is transforming for the best. She's amazing. She's amazing. That woman is amazing. His wife is amazing. 5:30. Christine, I did say behoove. I can't believe that. I'm really upset. Oh, okay. Jay, see, Jay even knows the context of what I said because Jay listens to me. You said all these people love me. It would behoove you to be nice with your adjectives. I said that. I'm making. It's coming back to me now. Okay, Paul,
No
rise
snoozing.
up, no snoozing. I don't know. No, I'm a snoozer. So what else do you guys want to talk about? Here we go. This energy, we caught up with the questions. It's the first time ever I've caught up with questions. How you doing?
Great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is this the energy I'm feeling right now? Is that like?
Well, because I should be upstairs telling people thumbs up.
Well, you could just tell them.
Don't forget the thumbs ups, and you gotta watch YouTube.
Watch what?
They gotta watch the YouTube channel. We gotta watch the YouTube channel and get the watch time up.
Because technically, see, this is why I don't do technical stuff. I come out here, I talk to you guys, I answer, I interact, and it's all very real time. And I take no pre-thought, and I take very little afterthought. I'm in the moment, pretty much always. So Greg, on the other hand, is extremely planned and timed, and everything is like figured out, and hours and seconds and all that stuff. I find that to be nuts. And
without the snooze button.
Right. So Greg calculate. Well, you don't calculate it, but Greg checks the YouTube analytics and knows exactly how many watch hours we've had and how many hours people are watching and what we need to get it to, so that I could be the next level YouTube person. I don't really know. I just do this. I just like interacting with people, and I find it fun that people actually stay tuned in to me. So that's why I do it. But we do need watch out. He needs you to watch me more hours. Okay, does energy around a person come in the form of black wisps moving quickly? Maybe my eyes are playing tricks. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Maybe all of the above. Who knows? I don't know. I can't really answer that one because maybe it does to you. Maybe it is that. Maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Maybe I don't think you're losing your mind. I think we do like to process different images with our eyeballs, and we're taking in so much information every second through our eyes and through all our senses that sometimes we are interpreting something that is not energy on the other side as energy, but other times we're doing the opposite. Something that is energy, we're trying to give it some sort of meaning, like, oh, it was a cat or it was a shadow. So hard to say. All right. No snooze. Why on earth would I wake myself up before I absolutely have to? Thank you. Exactly.
No. She's right. No snooze. Why would I wake up before I have to?
I see.
Set your alarm at a time and get up. Very good.
No.
Yes. Because she doesn't want to have to wake up 5 minutes earlier to know that she's
I need a warning that wake up time is coming. I need the warning. I need a lot of them because I'm like, wait, cool, not yet. Not for real yet. Christina, have you ever had anyone come through to you with an unsolved crime or a guilty confession? Unsolved crime, yes. I actually have an episode on one with a little boy in Newburgh. I think we talked about it a couple weeks ago on here, and that's in here. So if you, I don't know what it's under in my YouTube channel, but if you Google my name and Newburgh Police, maybe that something might pop up. And guilty confession, what pops into my mind was years ago, like 8 or 9 years ago, a man was on my couch and he was definitely in the mob. And someone that he had taken care of came through, and it was very clear. And I said, "Oh, this is so and so." And he's like, "No, I don't know." And I was like, "Listen, let's just get real right now." And he was like gonna throw up. He totally was gonna throw up. Long story short, um, so that happened. That was nuts. I remember thinking to myself, "What the heck is going on in my life?" Dawn, yep, I figured you're a snoozer, Dawn, just like me. We talked about this before. Greg, do you ever worry that I'm reading your energy or thoughts?
Well, definitely could read the energy. I think any of us can read each other's energy. But thoughts? Nah.
Did you think 10 years ago you would ever say the sentence, I think all of us could read someone's energy? Because I guarantee
Well,
you,
I didn't say
10
it
years
as
ago, you
energy,
wouldn't
but
have.
I always analyze people, I guess. Right?
Analyze, yeah.
That's a word.
Yeah.
But so I wouldn't use energy as the word.
Um, you do always say, what do you have, GPS or what do you, tracking on your car? Because
Text me just as I'm leaving the last job or whatever.
are you leaving yet? Or when you pull into the house, you home?
I can't take one of Deb's ETA classes. She said you're not allowed to have family or close friends there, so
I would
she's there.
really like for Greg to take it, but it couldn't work. It just couldn't possibly work because the work I'm doing is pulling out all of your old conditioning, your thoughts, your beliefs, all of this stuff that led your energy field to operate the way it currently does. And on one hand, I can't be objective because I know some of his issues, but are they issues in my eyes?
I don't have any issues.
Or that's an issue. And or like both of us would question why I'm trying to poke certain parts of his consciousness on certain things. Is it for my benefit or not? And it probably would be my benefit. I would try not to. I really would, but then that would be counterproductive to the whole point of the class. So I just can't imagine that working.
I have been in her classes because I filmed them.
Yes, he's filmed the first weekend of ETA.
And I was thinking, we could probably do this class online.
Nope.
Yes. Just like Tony Robbins one. You're going to get more out of it if you do it, the intense training. But you can get something out of it doing the online training.
You get something out of anything online, yeah. But with the intensity that I do with people and the conversation, I think the whole part of it is the fact that the group itself are the healers in and among themselves. So if you're taking it by yourself, you're isolated. But what's so powerful is that the group itself becomes an energy field of its own. And through them talking, they're healing each other. They don't know it until all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, I know it. So that's I can't structure it that way.
David.
What did David say?
Jay, she has no idea what's going on in his head.
David, meet Jay. Jay, meet David. Both of you are my male best friends, other than Greg. Okay. Oh, Cindy, what are you doing to me? What's your secret to talking Deb off the ledge when she is really answer this one though? Don't be funny.
There's no such
when
thing.
She is really upset about something. Go ahead, let me get comfy.
It's called zip it. You can never say the right thing ever to any woman, so you just
That's
then the
wrong.
silent treatment gets us in trouble. So you're damned if you do.
Yeah,
you
don't do the silent treatment.
Eventually, after like 40 tries.
No, you never do the silent treatment. I do the silent treatment.
No, I keep trying to talk you off the edge, and then everything I say is opposite of what you
know
want to
how
do.
like when you're venting, ladies, and you don't want that thing, it's not about the nail. If you've never seen it, Google it. It's pretty funny. It's kind of not about the nail. Sometimes we just want to talk about something, but men are typically, or your opposite partner. This doesn't even have to be male, female. It's one partner is usually one way, the other partner is the other way. And when you're talking, you just want someone to listen. But when they go into fix mode, it was like, I don't need fixing. I'm good. I got it. I just need to say
That's usually our job.
To what?
Fix.
Whose job?
Well, if you're saying it doesn't matter which, but on the male side, it's always trying to fix things. No? Yeah.
No, I don't know. I'm feeling my way through this. I'm silent. I'm not saying no. I don't know. That might be your thing that you want to fix. Oh, you want to fix me?
I need more tools.
Yep. Yep. Has Greg opened up his intuitive side since being with you?
I said I've made decisions by how things felt instead. Should I do it? How does a yes feel? How does a no feel?
That is true. You have said that. I've done it that here where if we don't know an answer, yeah.
What's this, Karen?
Greg's right. Why waking up before you have to?
Oh.
Yeah.
I just like the Greg's right thing.
Right. So have you opened up your intuitive side since you're probably more open to the language and the thing and feeling? Yeah, I would say yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a yes. Okay, Melissa's asking, why would one spirit come in so much stronger than another that is equally close to me? Hard to say. I always wonder that myself as the medium. Why sometimes it's someone who's not as close and they're stronger. So there really isn't a concrete answer or one size fits all answer. It could be where you're at in the moment. It could be why are you laughing at that?
No, I'm reading other questions.
Oh, okay. So it could be a lot of times I'm making the connection that, say it's an uncle that you had that you didn't even know, but he struggled with addiction, and now someone in your family currently is struggling with addiction. Sometimes that uncle or that loved one on the other side comes through because they're kind of mirroring the energy of addiction and what's on your consciousness, and they're able to provide that support or energy. It's kind of, I usually in a reading will say, it's like when you are told to pray to Saint Anthony because he's the patron saint of lost things. It's like he's assigned to the thing. When you lose something, you pray to Saint Anthony. So in the case of a reading, if you're dealing with addiction and your uncle who came through who also dealt with addiction, he's now like the one you go to, your patron saint of, let me help you with this addiction. So sometimes that happens, but other times I just don't know. Sometimes I have people in and their mom talks the whole time and they're wondering why their dad didn't, and then they come back a year later and it's the opposite. They're like, oh my god, my mom spoke the whole time last time, now my dad's talking, what does my mom have to say? So it's no rhyme or rhythm at all. What do you think about dreams that come? Probably true is the end of that. Carla, you can ask a little bit more about that. Paul's asking, what is my wife going to do to me next week? Energy balls, chimes, music
That's why I
time.
was laughing during your last chat.
Oh. Next week is our throw stuff and break it. No, I'm just kidding. What is next week? Next week, I'm not sure, Paul. It's a secret. I am sure, but I'm not sure right this second. So I like that she's bringing it all to you. And Paul gifted this to his wife. She walked in, and I'm telling you, your wife and the way she says things and her accent and her loving demeanor and her toughness all comes through. And she was like, I don't even know what this is. She's got that Brooklyn accent. I don't even know what this is. Like, so I'm sitting here. And
I think she's going to gift it to Paul.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. Oh, Jay and Dave. Yeah, you guys did meet at the barbecue last year. Dreams that you have and then it happens.
On the Halloween party.
I don't think Jay was at the Halloween party.
Oh,
James,
I'm thinking James.
Yeah, no. Carla, dreams that you have and then it happens. A lot of times that's premonition dreams. That's what that is. A lot of times. Although I'm on the fence when it's about like you see someone who dies or dying in a dream. There's so many other interpretive, subconscious connections why that happens. I'm not a dream expert, so I don't know that. Dawn says she's passing on my information. What information do we get? Debbie, you like the snooze button. Oh, you could tell them there's negative energy in their house. Like Greg just said, yes to a new job. You're freaking out a little. Don't freak out. Change is good. Especially change that you create yourself is way better than change that's forced on you. I always say this. The universe does not like or operate with stagnation anywhere. Anywhere in the universe, anywhere on the planet, from the depths of the ocean all the way to the stars. There's nothing as stagnant. Things have to move and change. And so that's the constant in the world, is that everything changes. So if we're not changing, the universe has to force change on us, which that's when we lose jobs. That's when health goes awry. That's when relationships break up. That's when a lot of things happen, because it's like the universe is going, all right, you're not making steps for change. You're not moving the energy. So the universe will do it for you. So if he took a job, that's good. That means energy is moving and you're moving forward. So that's good. Oh my God, I love this one. Greg, I adore your woman. That would have been another good adjective. I'm just saying, adore. Can you convince her we need to be best friends? Carrie, we just became best friends. Like, get us necklaces, and I'm gonna wear the half of it. Oh my God. And Missy. And with Missy.
I've never heard this before.
What?
Hard to hear Greg speak. We
What?
actually turned my mic down because
Is it
my
really?
voice usually kills people. So how is this now?
Put this here. Pull
I
that
did.
in.
I turned the mic up.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Wait. Hold on. It's hard to hear Greg speak.
I usually get louder when somebody says they can't hear me.
You are a little quiet. You're a little quiet, but that's okay.
That's because I'm calm, cool, and collective.
Right. No, it's not.
Right, Jack?
But no, Greg's voice is a penetrating, booming voice. I actually think you would do well on radio, though. You do have a good radio voice. But
I thought you were going to say radio face.
No.
Thanks, dear.
So no problem. You said unstable, so I got some words coming up for you later. But good night, David. Yeah, Kim is reminding everyone, don't forget to click thumbs up. Yep, please do.
Good job, Kim.
So Maria, no.
Subscribe, like, all that stuff.
Maria, you might want to check your hearing.
Amazon
I'm
page.
telling you. This is something like Greg, our neighbors hear Greg. Definitely. All right, Melissa, you're going to be a bestie too.
Can you hear me now?
We got to get we should make up a necklace charm that I hold one piece and then the other piece everyone has, but it's the other half of mine. So everyone's my best friend. So nice. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Your menopause needs to move, Sharon. Yes, it does.
I was thinking the same thing.
What were you thinking? That her menopause needs?
Menopause needs to move.
You have menopause?
Menopause.
Menopause is miserable. Sharon, that's diet. That's going to be diet related. Not go on a diet. That's diet related for you, by the way. FYI. Yep. Christina. Okay.
Yes,
if our loved
Christina.
ones reincarnate before we pass, can they still be there to welcome us on the other side? Yeah. How do you know that?
I just know it's yes, but she'll have to explain how.
You've been listening. Yes. So, there's a complicated way to answer this and easy, and I always use the easy, and it's not quite a good one though, but it's easy. Basically, I was once told to get the very, very, very simplified version of this. Do not take this literally and say, "Oh, Deb said there's two parts to every soul." It's a lot more complicated than that. But figure or imagine that there are two parts to your soul. One part of the soul gets to decide to come to earth and incarnate and go in the physical realm, and the other part of the soul stays in that higher realm. Then when the physical part dies, it reconnects with the other part that decided to stay with the higher self, and then that side or part comes down and incarnates. So, but that's like that was how I was told like 25 years ago, and it was good for me then, but there's a lot more to do with energy and light, and there's no construct of time, and everything's happening at the same time, and the speed of light, and Einstein's theory, and quantum physics, and how quarks work, and particles and waves, and I love that stuff. so much.
Yes, quantum physics.
Yeah.
Exactly what I was thinking. Look, somebody else that's been
Now
here
you
since
would
the
think,
beginning.
you would think, who? Sharon's always on. Yeah. Sharon. Tiffany. Hi, Tiffany. How are you? Tiffany. What's up, girl? Sup? Fist pound. Psh. So, anyway, that's like the short version of this. It is better now. Oh, they said that your voice reminds you of Mark Bulger from 97.7, but he's no longer there. Mark Bulger also used to be the DJ for K104 many years ago. Let's see. Okay, a lot of people couldn't hear you. That's shocking.
Sorry.
That was like sweaty balls. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, we're not going to go back through that skit.
Oh my god, it's great. Yeah, we'll put a cool phrase on the necklaces. It's okay. We stabilize each other. Cindy, that is what we do. I would agree. We are such opposites in every single way. Tiffany fist pounds. We do balance for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. He's like the roots of a tree, and I'm like the branches and the seeds in the next fruit. Is that like beautiful poetry or what? Yeah. Oh my god. Menopause is real too. Yes. All right. We just gained another viewer. This is fantastic. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on Facebook over there. Facebook. Just reminding you guys over there that we don't answer your questions here because it's way tiny writing and we can't really see it. But if you want to tune in, you come over to my YouTube channel. And then if you subscribe, you'll be reminded half hour before I go on that I'll be on so that you can never miss an episode. So Christina, yes, a part of our soul is still on the other side, even though we're here. Do I think mediums like you are more connected with that side of their soul and can see and connect easier? I think because I have an interest and it's literally my only interest that I have a higher predisposition to be able to pay attention to energy nuances. So what does that mean? We all have the ability to sing, but not all of us have the ability or desire to sing like Beyonce. So it depends. Like I was born for this because this is all I really care about. It's all I really want to talk about. Energy, life here, what makes things better, what makes us people, why are we all so fucked up? How do we fix that? How do we come to an inner peace? Meditation, mindfulness, how our thoughts affect our reality. All of that just thrills me. And I have literally no other hobbies, no other desire to do anything. Would you agree? And yoga. I like yoga. That's part of this.
Planting bulbs.
Oh, no. I did not like that.
You didn't like that?
Mm-mm.
Oh. You bought a lot of them.
I did. I bought,
You actually put back probably 160. So that means we probably have 500 upstairs.
no, we don't have
And
500.
you've only put in, what, 60 so far?
My hand started hurting.
Well, then why'd you buy 560 of them?
You were supposed to go out there and really do it. We have like rock as
Clay.
earth. Clay? Clay sounds like that would be soft. Though.
Clay's not soft.
Well, it's rock. And and
You were digging where the old patio used to be, so there was rock there.
Right. It was miserable. Let me tell you that. So I bought well over 120 bulbs. So I was really excited. I had such a vision.
Way more.
Yeah, I did. He did say, that sounds like a lot. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then he convinced me, yeah, maybe I don't need 400. So I put some back. But then I started doing it. I had a vision. I really want it. It's going to happen. Trust me. Some way it's going to get done. But it's going to look beautiful in the spring. As long as like the critters don't eat them. But no, my hand started hurting. Okay. Melissa thinks we complement each other. I would agree. Christina is dying to come to your classes or for a reading. Don't die to come for a reading because then you'll be coming through on the other side. Don't do that. Christina, classes. Oh, you don't live nearby anymore. Gotcha. I do a lot online, so you could always do that. Actually, tomorrow night I'm going to be at the Wood in Highland for those of you who are local, and it's that one's always like so intimate and I literally always feel like I'm in my like our library. We call it the library, the formal living room of our house. I always feel like I'm in there when I'm doing that reading. So I feel like I'm home. That is really what I'm trying to say. So that's tomorrow night. Um, do our loved ones who have departed feel us grieving? Oh my God, it's a great question. Um, yes, they totally feel you grieving, but they are not, and people don't like when I say this. So hear the whole thing out before you jump into like sadness about this. They're not attached or affected by the way we're grieving because they're on the other side of consciousness that has no more mystery. And the whole thing about being human is that we're a part of this ridiculous mystery and uncertainty and the fact that we don't know what's going to happen and what things are and what's going on with ourselves internally, externally. That's all the mystery. And that's what makes here so hard. They're on the other side of the mystery, which is they're all knowing. They know everything. They know the past that led us to the right now, and they know the future that's coming from the right now. So when they know we're grieving or we're angry or we're sad or regret or whatever, they're not attached to it because they're also being able to see down the timeline of how that grief will serve us, how it will change us, how it will evolve us positively or negatively, which is all part of our soul's journey. So they're not mad if we're mad at them. They're not like all of a sudden behind their ego thinking, well, what's wrong with you? I tried my best. They're in that place where they're not attached to any of this in that way. We're too intertangled when we're here in the physical because we all have egos. We come from a version of mystery and separateness when actually the truth with everything is that we're connected and one, and there's no mystery. There's nothing but certainty. So they are in that place. So that's why they don't like feel sad or get angry that they've passed. They're far beyond all that. Before I even forget, I'm doing a book club. They have very limited seating, and it starts November. Oh crap! I think it's
You
the.
look at me like I know.
No, you don't. But one moment, please. Okay, it's November 10th in Newburgh at the Barking Goose, which is a really cool place. We liked that.
No, it was nice.
That was good. It was a bar and bookstore, so we like that was like both of our favorite things.
She can sit in by the books, and I'll sit by the bar.
Exactly. So we're like, we wave to each other, like, "What's up? You good? I'm good. Good. Stay there." Right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, Barking Goose, and then I want you to read the book. You can order it on Amazon or come to my center or any of my events that I'm at. We'll have them available. And mark pages so that you know what to ask me about. So I'll give a little bit of background of what brought the book to be, and then from there we'll talk about it. So I'm really excited about that to happen, actually. Ali, how are you? Oh, it's Renee. Hello, Renee. How are you? I haven't seen you, and I've been thinking of both of you guys. Are we running? We're now running mediumship classes. That's
Not
fun.
me.
Are you running another mediumship class? I will. I have intuitive development class on psychometry coming up in October, where it's all about feeling the energy, holding objects and feeling the energy. So those are 2 Tuesday nights in October. I think it's the 1st and the 8th, maybe. I'm not sure. Check my calendar. I can't think right now. And I'm not sure when I'll add the mediumship stuff because we're getting all of a sudden into holiday stuff.
You skipped Missy.
Missy, what bulbs are they? Tulips.
No, it wasn't just tulips.
Oh, and hold on. Ranunculus? I think that's how you say it. I never knew this name. I love them, but they're pretty.
And then Carolyn had a idea, except for we'd have to invite too many people in.
Have your wedding at your house, and each guest has to plant a bulb. That's a really great idea, though.
Yeah, but we'd have to invite way too many people.
Right. Because we're only going to do
all the bulbs you bought.
Yeah. Maybe we have every guest plant 10 bulbs. That's going to be efficient. That's going to be way better.
They'll be tired by the time they dig.
That's fine. They'll eat less. We can dance. Dorothy, are the signs we receive their way to help us feel better while grieving? Such a great question. On our end, yes. On their end, it's more of a, I want to use the word alignment of us with their energy, because I just talked about how we're on the side of mystery and they're on the side of certainty. There's a fine line between the two. And when we're here in physical, because we're made of spirit, we have both contained in us. They don't have both. They just have all knowing. We have all knowing soul energy inside and housed inside a small body. What are you looking for?
Where did the water
Oh, here. um
go? One moment, please.
One moment, please. So when we're receiving those signs and those winks, we're in alignment between both worlds, if you will, even though it's all one world. It's different dimensions or levels of consciousness. So it's an alignment. So it's not necessarily like, hey, you need a sign, I'm going to give one to you because I don't want you to be sad. It's not that, although that's how we take it because we're on this side of the mystery. They're on the side of, hey, everything, I'm with you all the time. They know that. Because the alternative to that is you could ask the question, and I know you very well at this point, how come they're not giving us all signs all the time when we're really deeply grieving? And then I would say, yeah, if that's them giving you the sign when you're grieving, the people who aren't receiving signs, which is all of us, because we go through that as well, will go, oh my God, then what's wrong? So it's an alignment. It's a, not an evolution, but you're vibrating on a higher level in those moments. So think of it as an alignment with them. Okay. Janine, hello. I dream of my past loved ones. My husband doesn't dream of his. Why? He wishes his loved ones came to him. Could be a couple things. Usually, actually, men usually get more. No, I can't say that. I was going to say more dreams, but that's not true. He might just be somebody who's not a dreamer, like who has visitations that way. I've only had 2 visitation dreams my entire life. They were super powerful, super clear. I wrote about my initial one in my book. I just don't get dreams. I don't get signs and winks that way. So people might just have that predisposition to not get dreams. Although I did talk about this last week. Kevin Tedeschi, who's the CEO of the Edgar Cayce Foundation in Virginia Beach, he teaches a dream workshop. I went to it and did start to harness my intuition through dreams just because it was fun for me to ask an intuitive question and not get in my own way. And he does teach a method that you can harness your loved ones coming to you in your dream. And basically all it is write them a note, thanking them for coming through. And literally, he believes holding that note in your hand before you go to bed to meditate on that, really say the words, not begging. And I always say that too, never beg for them to come, but thank you for coming through. Don't tell them what to say or do in the dream. Just thank them. Hold it in your hand beforehand. He says put it under your pillow. Actually, no. He says he puts it in his pajama straps or his underwear elastic strap. That's what he does. But I was like, that's going to be itchy. I'm not doing that. So I did put it under my pillow. And it worked. It totally worked. Not a visitation. I wasn't asking for a visitation. I was asking for intuitive advice on something. How are you doing? You're more relaxed. You're hot and tired though.
So I'm tired.
Yeah.
It's not that hot down here.
I'm hot, but I'm talking a lot.
You're always hot too.
Yeah. Hot. That was good. I'll take it. Christina, how'd you know I had the gift? I'd imagine it's hard to miss. I feel like I'm very intuitive sometimes and can connect, but sometimes I just brush it off and think, nah, no way. We all brush it off all the time, myself included, even to this day. I always go, oh my God, that was so weird. And this is literally my life, right? I mean, like literally every single day. So we all brush it off. That's normal. I call it being human. And, I didn't know I had this ability until my son was born and I was at a funeral. And I was like, oh my God, the signs were so unignorable. So you might not know. It really does take some conditioning and practice and meditation and stillness and awareness for all of that. So that answers your next question. What would be the best way to explore it? Take my classes. They're online. They are online live through Zoom. This is Shelly.
No, I was
yeah.
I was gonna say, I can't wait. I hope Shelly tells Anthony. I mean, Anthony tells Shelly that he's going to take all these courses.
Shelly, I was thinking of you. You know what Shelly says about you, right?
That I'm perfect?
No. No. Shelly has this,
Oh, yes.
I love this. Shelly loves
Just
Greg.
enough asshole.
Yeah. Shelly says that Greg is just enough asshole to keep you liking him. I think that is spot on. That sums you up.
Thank you, Shelly.
Oh, golly. So I have classes coming up. I have an ETA for those of you who have taken part 1. There is? What is it?
Yeah, right there. I don't know what it is.
I don't either.
One of those things.
Sparkle?
All right, continue.
I have ETA. You have to take them in levels. You have to take them in order. So if you haven't taken part 1, you cannot take 2, 3, and 4. But 2, 3, and 4 are coming up very soon. So when are they starting? The first weekend in November is ETA part 2, and then part 3 starts on Tuesday nights throughout November. So look out for those. What else do I have coming up? Oh my gosh, I'm going to be at.
Take 1.
That's for those who took 1 already.
Is there a 1 so that people can take 2 and 3?
1 I'm doing now.
Oh, so they're not going to have another 1 that they can.
Not
take.
before the 2 and 3. No, I know. So,
missed out.
I felt like we're like an infomercial, like one of those like, is that
yet.
stain really bad on the rug or not? You know, I felt like that. ETA 1 is going to be offered at the end of February, March, depending on how the weather looks at that time of year, because we don't want to run into snow issues. So, what else coming up? I'll be in Albany twice. I'm going there October 16th. That's a very intimate, small setting at the Polish American Community Club. The information is on my website. Then on November 7th, that's a much larger venue. That will be at, Cahoe's Music Hall. So lots going on up there. I think it's time. I'm getting tired. Are you? You already said you're tired. So Maria, good night.
Unless you want to do your finish up with a meditation, and then I can run upstairs and put in the links.
You just want to leave, don't you?
Ding, ding, ding.
It's so intuitive. Why don't you lead us in a meditation?
Oh yeah, right. With this wonderful calming voice.
Actually, it is sounding nice now, but it's normally not.
Thanks.
So it's a little.
So why don't you wrap it up?
Yep, we're gonna wrap it up. So
it's been a blast.
Thank you for coming on.
Oh, pleasure.
This is fantastic.
Great. Good night, all.
All right, good night.
No,
I am staying. Well, not really staying. I'm just gonna. We will end with a little brief meditation. Yeah. So, thank you.
Night.
There he goes. He's gonna go out the door there. Well, that's what we usually do when we leave a room. Wow, the lighting's a little bit weirder over here. I look so pale on this side. Anyway, let's do Christina. You can find them at deborahhanlon.com and go click on calendar. Let me write it in here. Deborah. Nope, I just spelled my name wrong. Deborah. So before we pop off, just take a nice deep breath. Thank you guys for hanging in this whole time, an hour and 18 minutes. An hour and 20 minutes. Take a deep breath. Remember to foresee each moment, each day before you get into them throughout the week. So before you go to bed tonight, notice and imagine, visualize your Tuesday going off exactly as you need it to. Feel your way through each day. That way you're a little bit more intuitively prepared for things that come your way. So as you do this, you'll get really good at feeling how your week is going to go. So practice that, and then when you get up in the morning, really pay attention to what your first thoughts are the moment you wake up. If they're dreading because you have to get up to work, or if you're happy, just pay attention to those thoughts. If they're negative and low, then you need to lift up your vibrations and bring them back to a higher thought. So I'm not talking about fake positivity, but I'm just talking about awareness of what your energy field is, how it's starting through your thoughts. So thank you, everybody. I love that you tune in. I like that Greg came on. We'll see if he ever does that again. I highly doubt it. He's saying he's free now. So, yeah, check out the website, click thumbs up before you log off, and have a great week. I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.